This video is brought to you by the Farmer Klein YouTube channel. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another map first impressions video. Today we're going to take a look at... Yeah, you thought I was going to try to pronounce this one. I am not in no way going to try to pronounce the name of this map. I even used Google Translate to try to help me, and I can't even understand what Google Translate is saying. So yeah, I'm up the creek without a paddle and headed toward the waterfall for sure on this one. So welcome to this Polish map. This map has a lot of requirements, so I'm going to go ahead and pull up the website download page for this map, so you can see it here. Over. So it says, welcome to this map. Small town located in Poland. Their area on the map is varied and rich in forests, roads, ravines, and fields. All right. The area around the map has moved into the virtual world. The map is also available for PC only at this time. So there are 64 fields and meadows, 85 viable farmlands, custom lighting, custom soil textures, custom hay and straw. I assume this means windrow textures, 5 playable farms, as well as 3 plots to build out your own farm, VGA, and many more. Map author does list that this map is MaizePlus ready, as well as seasons ready, and a pleasant climate. Now, I will say that first I thought this meant that the map had a custom geo, but when I looked into the map's zip file, I do not see signs of a custom geo. I just think this means it's a pleasant place to farm, pretty much. So here we have the 10 required mods for this map. Right, 10. Be sure to download all 10 of these and put them into your mod folder. And be sure to have them selected when you start up your save game. Otherwise, you're going to see some errors in the log, and you're going to find some missing buildings. We have the chicken coop, barn, sheep pasture large, modern barn, cow barn old, hayloft, workshop, silage, silos, small pigsty, and machine building. With that, let's go ahead and jump on into the map. We're going to go ahead and select up these mods. We're going to count them to make sure we have all 10 selected. Barn, chicken coop, cows, barn, old, so that's 3. Then we have the hayloft, 4. Machine building, 5. Modern barn, 6. Sheep pasture, 7. Silos, 8. Pigsty, 9. And workshop, 10. Go on and pick the other mods we're going to use for our map videos. And let's load it on up. And you can see the map loads up error-free if you have all of the mods selected. If you're missing any of the required mods, you may see some errors in the log. You're also going to find the buildings, some of the farm areas lacking in buildings. Go ahead and take a look at the PDA. Zoom on out here, and you're going to see that if we go to the viable lands area, that we start out by owning on New Farmer Field 1, 5, 9, 26, and then also we own the chicken farm, cow farm, pig farm, and a sheep farm. And then the horse farm is up here that we actually do not own. We also have some other viable areas. Big old 54, 19.8 acres, $320,000. Field 32, 6.1 acres, $100,000. We have small areas. Field 2, 1.2 acres, $19,500. 8, 1.29 acres, $20,000. Biogas plant, $134,000. Horse farm, $58,000. And if you start from farm manager or start from scratch, Sheep farm is 72,000, almost 73. Pig farm is 107. Chicken farm is 127.9, 128,000 basically. It includes field 5 and 1 also. And then we have the cow farm, $113,000. We'll see that we have additional crops on the map. We have alfalfa, clover, field grass, carrot, and onion. But what's interesting is if we go here to the prices screen, I'll see we have one main sell point for most of our crops. Then different sell points will accept different crops. Sell point for eggs and milk and wool. Barn will accept hay, straw, grass, and silage. When we get over here to the new custom crops, this is clover, hay, clover, grass. I don't know why we have that. Why we have so many clovers. But the problem is there's no prices for any of these. So unless you put down some type of universal sell point, it doesn't look like there's a place to sell your onions, your carrots, your field grass, your clover, or your alfalfa. Or was alfalfa? Yeah. So not really sure what the deal with that is. I have a fair bit of starting equipment. We don't own any animals at the start, even though we do own several animal areas, and we do have contracts available to us on the map. Take a look at our starting equipment. We own the Massey Ferguson 5613, the New Holland T5 100, the Fendt Favorite 511C, John Deere 6230R. We have the Bison Super Z056 harvester with the grain header. Got a pair of HW80 trailers, AgriLiner HKD 302 trailer, and the Strotterman SEK 802 trailer. The Salford plow and the Polymag 300 cultivator, the BTC 50H cultivator, have the Breedle fertilize spreader, the side mower, the Strotterman forage wagon, the Joskins water trailer, loader arms, and a bucket, bale spike, weight. And then we move into the placeable buildings. We have the placeable sheep pasture, horse paddock, cow barn, pigsty, chicken coop, multi silo, fruit silo, grain silo, another grain silo, hayloft, bunker silo, modern barn, regular barn, team building, workshop, and a sleep trigger. Nothing is leased, and you'll notice that we do not have anything to harvest our additional crops of carrots and onions. So if you go to tools in the shop and go to potato technology, okay, you're going to find the stock items here, and then you're going to find that there is a custom grimy carrot harvester and onion harvester. Then there is a carrot topper and onion topper. Now, if we go to vehicles for self-propelled potatoes, there isn't anything bigger. So if you're going to do carrots or onions, this is what you're working with. Okay. You under placeables have the ability to place our custom animal areas, as well as our sleep trigger, barn, hayloft, silo systems. Of course, we have multiple sheds. And if you start this map up on farm manager mode, lots of these buildings at these farms are going to be gone. They're not going to be here. It's not that big of a deal because you can place them down, of course, but just know that they're not pre-placed for you. Go ahead and kind of take a look here at our starting farm, which is here at the chicken farm. We have our farm silo building. First off, we have our workshop. Silo building then behind it. Dump point there. That's our fill trigger. Dump point. Around the corner here we have our chicken coop. Our chickens here. Only 6 chickens accepted at this little chicken coop. Food trigger. And there we have the sleep trigger right here. Ball climb, maybe? Yep, this is where we get our ball climb from. Interesting enough. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get set up for a fly around. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the other farms as we're doing our drive around. Here you can see our custom grass. I've seen this grass texture a lot recently. The maps, kind of like it. This Giants would have used something like this in Ravenport than the corn-looking grass that we have over there. And away we take off. So there we have our starting farm, our chicken farm. The lay of the land. Very attractive map. Pleasant climate, if you will. Words of the map author himself. Go ahead and pull this up. And I guess let's start by going in this direction. Look around to the shop. Lots of varied terrain. Water, ravines. Cuckoo bird. Here we have our sawmill. Coming down the northern side of the map. At this point. Horse farm. Directly below us. And we're pretty much skirting here along playable area to our right. Playable area and the non-playable area, they seem to blend well even at this height. Here's 54, the biggest field on the map. Across the map. This is the sheep farm, I believe. Biogas plant. Another lime station here in the woods. Sell points, they like the soccer field, football field, whatever you want to call it. Here's one of those placeable areas. Buy the land and put down whatever you want. Coming across here to the pig farm. And then I believe this is cow farm. Back around. and make our way to the shop. Got our customized repair and sell trigger, our shop trigger. Go ahead and get the Mahindra. See where that spawns in. Do the hokey pokey and turn ourselves around and jump on in the Mahindra and see what else this map's all about. See what I did there? Y'all see what I did? That's pretty slick, wasn't it? That's what I'm talking about. So here we are. This is the barn sell point. Then we have the spinnery. Bale sell point. Static moo-moos back here. Then our spinnery. Cotton. Going around the map, we've got these little greenhouses, just decorative. Pretty nice to see, just random, you know, decorative things. Lots of these houses have gardens, greenhouses in them. Let's actually loop this way. The woods. Boy, she gets dark in here. Climb. Come over here to the biogas plant. Custom ground texture for seeded ground. It looks really nice. Scale. Got our digester, nice little ramp to still scoop up into here. Silage bunkers. Trigger 1 and trigger 2. Then we have our digestate over here. on in over here to the sheep farm. John Deere parked. Our starting equipment. We have our food trough, our wool spawn point, have our sheep buy trigger, and then we have our water trough. Load up animal pen extension, see if we have support for water pipes or not, and even if it doesn't have support for it, does help us locate where the water triggers are. Checking out the half wall, it's a pretty cool area. Have our multi-fruit silo here at the sheep area. Really nice setup for a sheep farmer. That's one long door opening. Wow. Okay. Timing on that needs to be adjusted a wee bit. Going over here. So again, we have the planted brown textures. We have our alfalfa. That looks really nice. That looks really nice. I like that. Head on up here, and then I guess we'll make a left. Oh, look how deep the shadows are when we get into a shaded area. Across the rolling hills. Oh, is that the road I wanted to turn? That was where I wanted to turn. Big, long, narrow fields on this side of the road. Shorter, but still narrow and decently long fields for their width. And the token Polish farmland, which, if you're not familiar with why, and the way I understand it, is that at some point way back in the olden days, like 40 or 50 years ago. No, really like hundreds of years ago, the way I understand it. Basically, farmers were given tracts of land, possibly, wider tracts of land. So maybe a farmer got that much land we see in front of us. And it was for him to do whatever he wanted with. So he basically decided to make long strips so he could grow multiple crops. To not put all your eggs in uno basket, if you will. And kind of that's where it started. Here we've got a root crop cell point. Check and see what this one is. Whoops. Stop it. We have our animal dealer trigger. And then we have the main grain sell point, I believe, right here. Anyone else who is fluent in Polish agricultural history, if I was anywhere as remotely wrong on that, go ahead and let me know. That'll be cool. Head on over. And to the next animal farm. Some more of those viable plots. Already gated off for us. Here we have a sell point, I presume for milk. Given the milk cans there. That would also be a decent sell point for maybe carrots and onions. We have our sheep farm, or not a sheep, cow farm. Those are some bright flowers. The horse farm. Most of these sheds are going to open. Storage, one sort or the next. And this is pretty much the standard horse pen. We have our horse buy trigger. Around the side, we've got our food trough, water trough, and since we have animal pen extension enabled, and since this is a default animal pen, we could buy the water trough. Then sometime tomorrow, plumbers will come and install that. We have our straw trigger. This is growing alfalfa in an early stage. Yes. How we get to there. That's a road. No. And this particular sell point is for eggs. We have our egg sell point. around here to the sawmill. Lots of ambient sounds around the map. We've got water sounds, bird sounds. Sounds like the sawmill's working. And the log cell trigger, log drop-off point. And around the side here we have our wood chips. Out. Wood chips. All right, let's head on down and we'll check out the cow farm. Still need to take a look at the pig farm, and that should do us, right? I think this road is going to take us to the edge of the map. Look up here. And this road cuts through these fields. But it only takes us back to... Looks like it takes us... through the woods, some rough terrain. Through a ravine area. I like how it's really dark down in there. Nice custom bridge. Got a semi-dry riverbed. See the water plane there on that side, but water plane there, but I got some high ground here. You know where the water flowing under the bridge. Rundown buildings, abandoned buildings. Do have some our farm equipment over here. Plow and our cultivator over here. Main farm is right there on the other side of that hill. fact, if we go this road will take us up to the cow farm. Yep, so here we are at the cow farm. All kinds of storage. All these doors are going to open up. We've got our milk trigger. We've got our farm silo, our dump, and then our fill. Milk trigger. Food trough or crawl trigger there. Open this, come around the side, and this is where we are going to buy our cows. 10 cows only. We have our water trough. Back, so this is going to be probably the combination straw and food trough. There. Take a look at our animals here. Milk, it's pretty standard. Chickens are standard. Sheep, standard. And horses are standard as far as requirements go. Need to go. We need to head out to a road and then spurs off to the right. Wind down to the next farm, our last farm, basically. I do like this road cutting through this grass field. Lots of these little details just give this air of realism. Bridge. Lots of really nice, interesting assets we haven't seen on a lot of different maps as of late. Here we have the pig farm. Last farm we're going to take a look at tonight. Harvester. Header. I like this building with its stick holding the door shut. Head up the hill here, and this is our pig area. Not huge on the pig area. Takes 12 pigs. Our animated pigs. We've got our water trough in here. Flurry point. Food trough is right there also. So yeah, I'm not a giant fan of the pig area. Okay, I don't need to be a giant fan of much things, right? All depends on if you all like it. So guys, that is the map. I will abstain from trying to pronounce. Let me know in the comments, what do y'all think of the map? Be sure to get all 10 of the required mods if you want to play this map. Otherwise, you will see missing buildings, missing animal areas, in absentia, basically, in absentia. So until next time, happy farming. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.